Hi everyone, I just wanted to make some little pieces of ephemera for my journal. I thought about doing autumn themed colors, but I'm going to do some Christmas ones because I've got some nice new Christmas papers that I bought. I've got these at the works, and you can see it's quite a nice paper pad. This is the more traditional one, and this one is called Jolly Christmas. This is very cute little things. So I think I want to do the traditional Christmas. So I'm not going to glue these. What I've done is I've taken an envelope from mail. I've glued it shut. I leave that part where I've glued, I leave that on the outside, so that is all going to be smooth on the inside. So when you put papers in, it's not going to catch here where it's not going to be covered. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to sew there after I've glued my papers on. So the first thing I've done is I've taken the envelope, I've closed it on the outside, and I've bent it there. I don't even know what that measurement is, which I think will be fine because you can see what it looks like. So different size envelopes, just fold them until they look alright. First thing I'm going to do is going to find some paper. I thought one of these ones, it's like tartan, would be very nice. So let's have a look here. I'm probably going to need two pieces. I can see where I wanted to cut there on that line. So I'm just going to use my paper trimmer. I'm not going to put it on the camera for you. I'm just going to do it on the side. Sorry for the squeaking. So there's the one. I could probably cut the bottom off because it's not going to be seen, and could probably use it for something else. Let's see how big. That's not going to be big enough for that. Okay, so I will cut that bottom off just to save it for something else. Let's see how far I needed to cut it. Probably till there. Sorry. See my elbow? Getting the squeaking. Okay, so that's what it'll look like there. This piece, it's almost big enough to cover that, but I think I'm going to get a bigger piece. I don't think it'll be big enough. And then around the top two corners, I didn't do that one. There we go, it's a bit better. And I'm going to, oh, it's looking a bit messy here. Put some glue. I haven't really got it to the edges, so I just want to get it to the edges. Okay. So there's that one. It looks so cute. And let me get another piece of that same paper. So I could actually line that pattern up perfectly. You see how the lines all keep going? I'm going to do that. Let me cut there. No, I lost it. That one there. Sorry about the squeaking. So that's there, and let's cut it just by that red. There you go. That's great. Okay, let's just round these corners. Some more glue. Just want to get it all the way to the edges. it the wrong way. I'm just checking the lines on the one above it. A bit of glue there. That looks so lovely. So I'm gonna sew that around the edges, and I don't think I'm gonna ink this. I think I'm gonna leave it as it is. Just gonna put that bit of glue there. Then I've got a little label here, and I'm not sure if I want to put the label on now. Maybe I will, while I've got it here. That looks so nice. Okay, so there's the first one, and then when I stick it into a journal, so I'm going to sew around. When I stick it into the journal, you can either leave it open, so you can just glue those two sides onto the page and leave that open as a tuck spot, or just glue it like that and leave it open as a tuck spot there. Yeah, so that looks good. So there's one, and let's do the next one. That's really nice. So that's, I think, mark it there. That looks lovely. And I think this one, we're gonna be able to use this one piece for the whole page, because you see how it's a little bit longer, so that'll be perfect. So let's see, where am I going to do it up to? There, let's do it up to there. Now, did I lose my mark? There. There's that piece, and let's hope it works. It's a bit too big. Maybe I should do the other way. Yeah, that's better. That's quite a nice one because it's got a white background. Okay, so round the corners. I'll do those ones, I think, instead. My paper trimmer it looks like it's a bit blunt. It's not giving a very sharp edge all the way around. And let's see. I'm just going to use this to glue around. I've seen other people do this. Might be a bit quicker. So I rounded all the corners on the bottom piece. Move that across a little bit. And I only rounded the top two on this piece because you're not going to see the bottom. That's nice. I wonder if I've got a green tag. That might be quite nice. Label, not a tag. Label. Okay, so there's number 2. Now let's do another one. And maybe this last one, we go with something more. That's really nice. How'd that look? Oh, that's so nice. Let's move that out the way. Okay. So I think I want to mark it there. Now this one I don't think is going to be big enough for me to do it how I hope, so let's just do it underneath that star, and I'll cut another piece off. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be big enough. Alright, let's get another one of those. so I've done this exactly the same, one on top of the other, and I'm going to cut it a little bit. I was hoping the pictures could follow on after each other, but they probably won't now that I'm looking at it like this. But they might be able to. Let's do this until there, above the little star, and see what happens. Oh, that's cute. Look how that's worked out. So it almost looks like a Christmas tree and everything just carries on. Can we just trim a bit off the end? It looks a little bit long. That looks great. So cute. Okay, so around the top corners, around all the other corners. I'm not inking anything today. Some of these could be inked later, but I'm kind of wanting not to ink everything at the moment. That there. And this one. It looks so nice. So there is a bit of writing there. I think it will be okay. And then let's see if we want a label on this one. You know what, I'm not going to put a label on this one. I think this one I will decorate it on the day that I stick it in something. So that's it for now. I'll sew them and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so I've finished the sewing. I'm going to trim a few of these off. This one, the thread ran out halfway, the bottom thread, so I've had to stop and start. Oops, sorry, bumped you there. I think they look great. They look so nice in a journal somewhere. And because we didn't use that part there, because that part is on the outside, when you slide something in, it's going to slide in really smoothly. Let's get a piece that's contrasting. It's not going to catch on anything. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Cute, fun little thing that you can do. Add it to your journals for Christmas or whenever. Mine are for Christmas journals. Bye.